Well, hello there and happy Sunday from the Soul Sister channel. My name is Kat and I've got your astrological spiritual forecast and guidance going from today, June 5th through Saturday, June the 10th. And I'm going to call this week Tricky Wicket. In the whole scheme of things, I've been talking about the shift from the Piscean age to the new age of Aquarius. This is a cycle that lasts 2,500 years, and we're shifting right now, which reflects the turbulence and the chaos we are seeing in the outer world, as there are those of us who are holding on for dear life to the past. It is our security, our comfort, our surety. And then those of us who are full of new ideas, of innovation, of new ways of doing things, completely new schemes and everything like that. And these two energies are in direct conflict. And as we work out the balancing of these two energies as they shift. So this week is pretty much a reflection of that, the old versus the new. We start off today, the moon is in Sagittarius. We are so excited, we're optimistic. We can see ourselves expanding in different areas. We're confident in ourselves. But then the outer world comes in and says, I don't think so. We have the Venus going into Leo on Monday, tomorrow. That can look two ways. Venus is all about finding peace. It's all about balance. It's all about partnership and relationship. And Leo is about the full expression of the self and being able to express and be full of life and live fully and all that good stuff. That's those two energies when they are working well together. Well, if they're not, which is going to be the tendency at the beginning of the week for sure, Venus is gonna default into her negative self of control and manipulation to get what she wants. And Leo is gonna be very cranky and demand attention and will really be critical of anything that doesn't promote them. So here we are at the beginning of the week with this great ideas, new ways of doing things, but we come full block against the old, the security, the no, we're not changing anything. It's worked this way forever and ever. I'm sure it'll work this way forevermore. We don't need to take in your new ideas, and there will be pettiness. And even if, let's say, they can't find anything wrong, they'll make something up. So that's what we have at the beginning of the week. We have this incredible motivation to move forward, but the outer world is going, no, we don't want anything that you're selling. So remember that. Now, remember that though too, that Venus is about balance. It is about diplomacy and compromise as well. It's the relationship. If we can rise above the fray of all this pettiness and argumentativeness, we might be able to see a way to bring the two sides together and use appreciation, use acknowledgement to try to break through to the other so they will hear what we have to say. That's a possibility. We're going to have to be on our game. We're going to have to remain objective and not be taken out by any pettiness and being offended and getting our feelings hurt and all that stuff. This continues into Tuesday, if we can keep things on a very earthy, practical level, the old ways, if we can work with the old ways of doing things, maybe just a little tweak here or there, we might be successful. The moon is now in Capricorn, so that gives us a little bit more earthy, grounded energy. And so if there's some way that we can take our idea or project, whatever it is, and make it practically work, we can fit it into their mold of old and stick and status quo. If we can somehow figure out how to break that, we might have success on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, though, now we get back to the cranky, the Debbie Downers, the criticism. We have a lovely T-square, and that's when there's an opposition that's 180 degrees apart. So these two energies are asking to be balanced, and that's the moon in Aquarius with Mercury and Mars in Taurus. Perfect. This is the perfect balance between the old versus the new right here. We need to bring balance between those two. It's not necessarily one or the other. It's the blending of the two energies. And then at the bottom, squaring them both, a 45-degree angle, is Jupiter in Taurus. So this is going to be about, it's not going to make us any money. We don't see how this is going to affect the bottom line. It could look like that too. It's going to be Jupiter and Taurus, financial. You know, we want all the goodies. We don't want to take any chances on you or your new idea, something like that. And so it's all going to be holding on to my own and not giving it up for anything. So be aware of that energy. And, you know, Tuesday we might have a little bit of success, but if we can hold out to Friday, then we have the parting of the seas. Then people decide, oh, they wake up for their nightmare of security in their little cave, and they're like, oh, maybe we should entertain that idea. Okay, I can see that could possibly work. So I always like to say, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater on Sunday with our great idea. Just put it aside. If we think we can work with it, if we can think we can progress with it on Tuesday, give it a shot. Not guaranteeing any success then. You got to really be dancing with those energies, understanding what you got and how you're going to use it to work for us, right? And Friday we have Mercury in Taurus sextiling Neptune in Pisces. So now it's like we feel inspired. Like I said, the outer world, the other, they're a little bit more, oh, yeah, I can understand it. And they understand it a little bit better. And they may not be quite as sensitive as they were at the beginning of the week, more understanding of what's going on and more willing to work with us and compromise with us on Friday. So it is going to be a dance all week long with the energies, but if we can be objective and remember the energies that we're working with, we can make those energies work for us, you know. You say to your boss, you know, I really like what you did on that project. It was phenomenal, and I just wanted to add this little thing. I want you to consider it, something like that, so that we diffuse any confrontational aspect that could be in our discussion. So that is the week ahead. And then on Saturday, we do have the moon in Pisces. And Pisces is all about, you know, the emotions and love and just expressing our love for the other and doing something dreamy, going out to that new movie. That's definitely a Piscean energy, a Neptune in Pisces. Going to the group meditation on Saturday, that's an excellent activity. You know, meditation is the key. So something like that. So it is an okay date night on Saturday. We don't have to be afraid unless our partner is really into their own personal emotional abyss, and they might bleed over. That could happen too because of that Piscean energy. So just watch out for that. We want to keep it as the Sun in Gemini, so we want to keep it as objective and mental as possible, and try to keep bringing our partner back to the objective aspect of the situation and not the emotional. We might have a good date night then. So, very interesting week ahead, a challenge for us to learn to dance with the energies, but that is what this channel is all about, learning how to recognize the energies and then use the energies to create the life we want, and not just allow our lives be battered around by the outer world events, because we are in control. Let's start the week by becoming balanced, aligned, and connected to our higher self by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths, and then we'll do our Sun in Gemini affirmation. Let's take our first breath. On this first deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. One more. On this third deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the darkness, all the negativity, all the toxicity. It's all flowing out of our bodies, just flowing away. And in its place, we're being filled by this beautiful light made up of white light, love, and goodwill. Not only do we see this beautiful energy filling our entire bodies, we see it protecting us. It's deflecting all evil, low vibration, all negativity back to its source. While we are in this space of white light connected to our higher selves, we will say our Sun in Gemini affirmation. When I choose to come from love, abundance, and gratitude, I conquer unworthiness, fear, and lack. We will say the affirmation. We'll stay in this space of white light connected with our higher selves for 5 seconds. Let's say the affirmation together. When I choose to come from love, abundance, and gratitude, I conquer unworthiness, fear, and lack. Good work. Remember this affirmation as we go forward this week, to keep reminding ourselves that it's not about us. It's them and their issue. We have a great idea. We are excited about it, and don't let anyone take that excitement away. And like I said, we might have to put it on the back burner, whatever it is, until Friday. Or if we can dance with the energies of Venus and Leo, especially since they're coming in, Venus is going into Leo on Monday, we might be able to create a compromise, or, very softly promote ourselves and our agenda. So come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat. I do daily inspirational oracle card messages just to give us an idea for the day, to help us remember that we are in charge of our realities. And if you like what you hear on my channel, if you like the message, please share it. The more that we can educate ourselves that we create our own realities, it's not done out there, it's nobody else's responsibility but ours. Once we understand that, once we understand how to utilize the energies, then we can consciously, objectively create the life of our dreams, the life we want. It's pretty awesome. And it's 100% guaranteed. Have a wonderful week. Step up to the challenge. Dance with those energies and make them work for us. Namaste.